You guys ready for some shenanigans? We're in for an evening.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
Man, I just like to say before we super get started, it's a good thing that when you texted me, I think maybe it was Beth. Hold on, it was Beth DMing me. I had Discord open on my computer and it was displaying at full volume, and I would like to give a shout out to that because my goodness, the way that I passed the fuck out 5 minutes before we were starting recording.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Do not disturb if you want it. Make sure your lights are on. Make sure you got your dice.
Got
Yeah.
all
Water.
that.
Everyone needs water.
I got that.
Do you have water?
Yeah.
I got. Y'all
My
got
lights-
chicken nuggets. Yeah.
You know, my
I got
lights are on for once.
Fuck yeah.
That's
Same.
good.
Great. Cool. So before we get into the recap about what happened last time, I'm coming for all your asses. This is a call out post to all of you. You guys fucking made a Discord and didn't include me in it?
Oh yeah, the plan.
Yeah.
Max, you can't know about the
What?
plan.
We didn't.
Anyway.
We didn't. No.
Max, is it really is it really I don't know what I'm looking for.
A
Someone help
betrayal
me.
of my
Well,
trust? Yes.
Will
Max-
just keep stalling? Will.
Max, is it really
Yes, it's whatever you're gonna say. Yes.
whatever, is it really a betrayal of your trust and integrity and the safety and well-being of our futures and sanities?
I
if
think
you
so.
Don't have a no. This
No.
is so critical that the players get together in their own little server and they talk about how to mutiny against God.
Yeah, no, I mean that's
Yeah.
the problem is that you guys are I don't even know what you're planning. Like
It's fine. That's fine. Just roll with it. It's okay.
just roll with it. It's my job to tell you to roll with it.
Yeah,
It's not
just roll with it.
Do not talk about plan until after the meeting step. What meeting? What step? What is this?
I don't remember what step it is exactly. There's like a whole. I have like a whole step system. Fuck, there it is.
Hold on.
There's the plan. Don't talk about what the plan is until after step 2.
Oh my god. Well, speaking of steps, well, sort of. I'll get to what that means in a minute. Last time, you guys fought some people. You guys fought a little vampire. You guys fought some cultists who could speak through as Adam, and also Ben, the receptionist from the Church of Cash Money, Danger McStinky. And it went kind of okay. Atticus nearly died. Cornelius got bit by a vampire. Phoebe was relatively unscathed.
Classic Phoebe.
Yeah, she good.
Which that reminds me, twice now in this show, I've said that we need to nerf your 6-gun statue. So that haven't forgotten about that one. But
Max, you don't even know about that.
of course, you can do like 15 damage.
Oh, we're gonna do much more than that.
You can, you can literally murder almost any human in the game with one hit. That thing is way OP.
Oh no, you're right. It's 15. I'm sorry, I overestimated.
I mean,
but
Max, it does make sense because if someone smashed you over the head with a statue made of whatever
Rock.
the 6-gun statue is made out of, wouldn't you almost die about it too?
I guess so. Yeah, I probably would almost die. And then afterwards, you guys were with Atticus in the hospital. Anderson had Atticus sign a power of attorney so that he could sue the church on her behalf for the injuries she sustained. And then at like 4 a.m., Danica broke in and started talking to you that she was some sort of spooky person, and that she wants your help. And the final thing that I want to say before we get started is after last episode, I developed the vampirism guide because Cornelius was bit by a supernatural creature. And so essentially, I'm not going to reveal what the steps are, how the disease grows and spreads, but I basically have a list here. And per episode, if we reach certain thresholds, then at the end, these effects will be granted to Cornelius, whatever they are, good or bad. And until if he chooses to get rid of it, that will keep going. Any questions?
Nope.
No.
No.
I'm really nervous. I don't know what you guys have planned. I'm like kind of scared. But it's all good. It is all good. So anyway, it is 4 a.m. Danica is there, and she has requested that you get your friends Atticus.
Oh, you want me to get them here?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really want to like repeat myself like 2 or 3 times. I think
That's fair. Okay, I'd call Lily back in.
okay, Lily comes back in.
Lily, can you do me a favor? Can you call Phoebe while I try and harass Nancy and Cornelius? We have to get them to somehow break into the hospital to speak to this lady.
Okay, Lily has that side eye from like that meme of the girl in the car seat.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
All right.
fine.
You want to call Nancy and Cornelius first?
Yeah, I call Nancy first.
Okay. Nancy picks up on the first ring and says, "Hello."
Hi, Nancy. Good morning. I'm sorry to bother you. Could you and Cornelius please come to my hospital room now?
Is everything okay?
Yes. Sasha, the leader of our new fun church, is here, and has a request for us.
Oh, that's hilarious. She's going to be behind bars within like a week. All right, I'll see you soon.
Okay, wait, break in, because I think visiting hours are closed.
You don't got to tell me twice. And she hangs up. And she like starts shaking Cornelius, and she's like, "Babe, get up.
Huh?
Babe,
What?
guess what?
What?
We are breaking into the hospital."
Why
Oh,
are
I
we
don't know.
doing that?
I don't know. That cult leader is there and wants a meeting with us.
What time is it?
I believe it is like 4:17 in the morning.
Oh my god.
In 3 minutes, we can blaze it.
Oh my god. Wait. Okay, I'll get up.
And Lily calls Phoebe.
No answer.
Lily calls Phoebe again.
Wait, is Lily like what? Where are they, at the apartment or are they at Lily's place?
Lily and Atticus are at the hospital, and Phoebe is at our apartment.
Oh man. She doesn't pick up, but then she calls back immediately.
Hey, girl.
Hey, what's up? What's
Hey,
going on?
the leader of the Church of Cash Money Danger McStinky is in Atticus's hospital room and wants to meet with all of you guys.
She hangs up.
She calls
She
again.
arrives. She doesn't answer. She arrives promptly in 15 minutes.
Great. Do you guys all does Cornelius and Phoebe break through the window or something?
What
How long does
floor is she
Cornelius?
I don't know, first floor, we'll say. I don't remember if we established it. It's not relevant.
on? Yeah, sure.
All right. You you all enter the hotel room and Nancy goes, "Ma'am, this hotel
room.
Oh, it's a hospital, sorry." Nancy goes, "Ma'am, this hospital is fucking terrible security."
I'll say I have had multiple visitors against hospital policy within the last hour.
And Danica says, "Hello, everyone. Would you be so kind as to take a seat around the room?"
Cornelius races to the first chair available.
Oh, good. Early bird gets the worm or something like that.
Phoebe grabs a chair as well.
Now, I do have to ask about well, I guess all of you, really. You all mysteriously popped up out of nowhere and then a few weeks later come back and murder some people infiltrating my church. Thank you, by the way. You saved many lives, I have to imagine.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's just what we do, I guess.
I believe you all know me as Sasha, but I'd like to introduce myself more formally to you, as I suspect that you are not just splunkers and all that. My name is Danica Jones. I was born in the late 19th century, and for a while in the 20s, I actually ran well, I guess you could call it a cult. the Late Dawn Order, if
Wait,
anyone's
wait.
familiar.
You ran the cult in the 1920s in Zanzibar? That was you?
Yes, it was.
And you started another cult?
This
Sorry. You started another group similar to a cult?
After I was unceremoniously murdered in my own building, I spent the next 100 years down in hell, which is real, by the way. Not sure if you know about that, but if you're bad and you die, you actually go to hell.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh, are you aware of that?
Well,
No, I was growing up in a religious household, you know,
Ah.
certain beliefs.
I give everyone a weird look.
Cornelius reciprocates the weird look back.
I
Well,
point at Cornelius and I'm like, you, sir, specifically.
Hmm.
Anyway, Jenica.
while I was down there, I met a man named Cash Money Danger McStinky, who was one of the most brilliant minds I'd ever met. He showed me the true path through life, and while for my entire existence I thought that I was some sort of savior who would bring mankind to enlightening, I realized my entire purpose was to bring his own teachings to others. Down in hell, there's an actual settlement, a little town, and I run a group out of there, and I wanted to bring some of that back to Earth when I returned.
What happened to Cash Money?
Oh, he was buried, like literally probably hundreds, maybe even thousands of miles down below the Earth under tons of heavy rock.
Wait, like in hell?
Yes, in hell.
So he's like
Super dead?
alive?
Oh yeah, I mean,
No, like dead, but yeah.
yeah, like death after death is really not impossible, but very difficult. So he's probably still down there somewhere.
Is there like a super hell?
You know, I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, when I returned from hell, I was granted 5 years life, and the only thing I wanted to do was to get a second chance. A chance to come back and bring this new word of Cash Money Danger Makes Stinky with me. As you can imagine, it's been an uphill battle, but I'm thrilled with what we've been able to do, but I worry that some people will try to destroy it, and the attack today really just sealed it for me that bad things might keep happening if someone doesn't do something.
Here's my question. I know you got out from hell, clearly, you just admitted it. There's more of you. Where are they? What are they doing?
If you can believe it, they're actually not doing much. They're around, they help out. I'm sure you can understand that I don't necessarily want to introduce you to them.
But you're gonna ask us a favor after we already, no offense, kind of helped you out with your murderous guests earlier
Well,
to our own detriment, and she gestures to the hospital room.
I suspect it's something you'd want to do anyway.
Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, I would like your assistance in finding these other groups and stamping them out before they can cause more harm.
Groups?
Well, yes, the vampires, as well as your other friends with the blindfolds on.
Oh, fuck, oh, God damn it. I didn't even know there was like a vampire group. I thought it was just like that one guy.
I suppose it could be, but I don't know. I figure if it was, he probably would have bitten more people.
I look at Cornelius.
Cornelius is uncomfortable.
Phoebe just coughs.
Okay, so here's another question. Why should we help you? I get that you suspect that we'd want to, out of the goodness of our hearts, apparently, but like, there's some stuff going on that we're focusing on. So what exactly does helping you guys mean?
Goodwill, good fortune. I could certainly help the cult with your brother's mayoral issues.
Now there's an idea. My brother is not a big fan of yours. Um, if we agree to help, would you consider making a donation or something? Or just like endorsing him? And then I could probably get him off my back about you guys.
I would do both. I would be happy to have the church make a sizable donation to his campaign, as well as endorse him personally.
Okay. Well, that's actually really helpful for me, but I'm not the only one here. I'd look at everyone else.
I'm certainly down to elaborate more on this, but I feel like at the very least, for the time being, at least part of what you're asking us is also in line with something that we were probably going to be doing already.
I thought so.
At least for me, with the vampire situation, because you know, and he gestures to his arm.
Oh my. Were you actually bitten?
Yeah, it was kind of disgusting. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, you've gotten that checked out, right? Looked at?
well, I did go to the hospital, and in fact this hospital, but somebody's brother really doesn't understand how this town works. So,
Nope. Nope.
it was downplayed immensely what actually happened. And as far as the public is aware, I was, quote, I think, bitten by the cockroach guy that lived in my house when we were missing for several years.
There's a lot for me to process there, but I'm just gonna blow right past that.
That's for the best.
Do you know any magic doctors, Danica? Or anyone who has info on vampire bites?
Not personally, but I've only been re-alived for 3 years.
Ah. Okay. Well, that's just something to put on the back burner. Phoebe?
Huh?
Are you
Was Phoebe
in?
like asleep?
Phoebe's like, sorry, it's like not 5 a.m.
Yeah, no, I'm in.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool.
She leans over to Cornelius and she's like, what did I just sign up for?
A lot.
Okay.
I'm also half asleep.
Okay, we'll have Atticus recap us later, I guess.
Atticus is like,
She
I'm
winks at Atticus.
literally on morphine.
She winks at Lily.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess Danica, then sure. We will help you, but let me talk to my brother first because I'll be honest, he was totally gonna sue you guys for me falling on the bench.
That you ripped apart?
Yeah, man.
What the fuck?
Just it doesn't matter. It's fine because if he's gonna get everything he wants if we do it this way too, and that way Anderson's happy, the church is not cult is happy, and we're happy, and then we can do our jobs.
Well,
Like,
that just sounds wonderful. I trust your methods are solid, and I will leave you to it.
oh, do you have any leads or information?
Any leads or information? Well, I do believe that there was a vampire who attacked very briefly in the 20s. Not sure if it's related, but I suppose if you had access to some archives or maybe even the local library, you might be able to figure something out there. Otherwise, I trust you have contacts and other references who might be able to point you towards the right direction.
Yeah. Oh wait, I need your phone number. I have to text you about Anderson. Do
Text
you have a phone?
me?
Do you know what a phone is?
I don't like to use those little devices, those little TVs. I don't trust them.
Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna come by your place of work when I get out of the hospital with my brother and discuss the details. Does that sound fair? Just to get that hammered out?
That sounds wonderful. I look forward to it. My door will always be open to you all.
Okay, thank you.
Ta-ta! And she hops out
Uh,
the window.
oh my god.
You
Yeah,
just
they
jump
should
out the
really put
window?
We're on the first
locks
floor.
on those.
They should, but I think she broke it coming in here.
Hmm.
But fuck, okay. I guess we're saving one cult and not helping the other one. Vampire attack.
Well, since you're probably going to be in the hospital for a while, I guess me and Phoebe could probably hit the library and start doing research there. We could maybe probably also find Mason and Mango. Is that
That's
their names?
yeah, that's in their name. That's a good idea because what
Mm,
I
Sorry,
go,
go ahead.
when I get out of here, I was thinking that maybe I should get my job back at the archive, and if there's a record of a vampire attack, that would be kind of perfect. So as soon as I get out of here, I can kind of shoot for that. Um,
Yeah, sure.
okay, but in the meantime, I'll talk to Stolas and see if he knows anything.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm sure he's been around a while. He could maybe like provide any information at all. That would be awesome.
Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, you guys can go home. I'm sorry.
Cornelius sits up and yawn stretches, gives you a little thumbs up, and then rolls out the window.
Goodbye.
Phoebe, I guess she's following Cornelius. She's just rolling out the window as well.
Nancy is also rolling out the window.
Yeah.
Lily like starts to and then is like,
Uh,
"Nah, I'm gonna stay here. I think."
yeah, I hope. Um, ugh, man, I'm sorry. That was a lot, but I'm just gonna pass out.
She gives you a kiss on the forehead and says, "Nighty night."
The Atticus goes immediately.
She smiles and shakes her head. All right. Well, we do have a little bit of time while Atticus is in the hospital. I do have something for Atticus, and then I know Cornelius wanted to go to the library, so I'll kind of leave it up to you guys. And if you have anything else that you want to do, just let me know.
The only other thing I want to do while I'm still in the hospital is have a brief conversation with Stolas, and then talk to Anderson because I don't need him starting like court proceedings when we're not suing them.
Unless you just like lied to Danica.
I didn't.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it was all part of your master plan. No, nothing. Nothing from you guys. All right.
You don't need to know.
All right. Very cool. All right. Do you want to call Stolas then?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear, "Hey, isn't it kind of early in the morning over there?"
It's something. Stolas, do you know about a woman named Danica Jones?
Yes. How do you know about Danica Jones?
Because she was in my hospital room last night talking to me about.
Like in a dream?
No. No, she came back to life.
I'm sorry. I think you're gonna need to elaborate a little bit more on that.
Oh, sorry. I don't remember if you remember or know this, but some dead people got out of the park.
Danica
Cornelius.
Jones was one of the dead people that got out of the park?
She started a new cult, church cult.
Who? One of the people. Who else got out with Danica?
I don't know. She wouldn't tell us their names, just that they're around and they're not really doing that much.
Oh, fuck. Wow. There are a lot of really dangerous people Danica could have taken out with her. That woman was one of the first people I... You guys remind me of some people I used to work with almost 100 years ago. Another group of humans. Danica was what got them started.
Uh-oh. Well, that doesn't bode well for us, I guess. I mean, she seems fine. She had
She
some like spooky magic strangle a lady powers, but I guess that was also fine.
she made a deal with a demon, sort of like Cornelius did, and had a sort of paradise. And now she's back.
She says that they only got 5 years of life, so I think she's only going to be around for another 2 more years, assumedly.
That's... Did she look like she was decaying, or that she was...
Oh no, like she looked like some lady off the fucking street. She told me her name was Sasha, and then when I guessed that she was a dead person who got out, she was like, "Haha, you're correct. Now help me." So this isn't really what I'm calling about. Like, this isn't all well and good, but
Atticus, the amount of power it takes to literally restore someone from the dead and make them keep their appearance for a period of 5, that's some heavy shit.
like, not they. Well, I don't even know how they got out. They came out of Cornelius's park when I think everything got unstable. And then we just kind of forgot about it. Like we heard that the park was haunted, and Cornelius was like, "Haha, I'm just not gonna touch that." And then we left it alone for a couple weeks, came back and shut it down. But I think several of them got out, and they've just been out for 3 years.
Who the
But as far as
fuck got
I
them
can tell,
out?
I don't know. We were told by Fate that they were getting out. I think Fate was the one that told us about that.
Man,
It doesn't
someone's bankrolling that whole operation. I know you think it doesn't matter, but nothing like that happens without a reason, Atticus. You have to understand.
Okay, well, I don't really know how to tackle it, and I kind of have bigger problems
Okay,
at the
sorry.
moment.
Sure.
No, no,
What...
no, it's not like that. Just let's put it on the back burner. She's not going anywhere.
I suppose. Okay, sorry. What's up?
Okay, so Cornelius was bitten by a vampire. Uh-huh. Do you know anything about that, or where maybe a vampire in Connecticut or Sensiba would hang out?
Well, the original trio I worked with, they slayed a vampire pretty early on. It came here on a ship, I think, from... Well, I don't know from where. It was docked in New York. I suppose it's possible it wasn't the only one, and if it spread, then... Shit, never really followed up on that thing.
Well, fuck, okay. So, possible secret vampire cult from the 1920s?
Could have been later, too. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a cult of vampires. Could be a group, a gaggle of vampires. What do you call that?
Coven.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, the one vampire we fought was either from like the 50s or the 70s or something, according to his license.
Oh, well,
I
that's
don't know.
unusual, but okay, cool.
Cornelius and Anderson were the bulk of that, so that's something to. But any ideas on how to cure vampirism or slow it?
Well, I am familiar with certain types of herbs, but to be honest with you, most of the ones I deal with are poisonous, so probably not a lot of help there.
Okay, so keep looking. Okay. The only other thing I really needed to ask you about right now is the curse situation. How's the book search coming?
Yeah, so I've done some looking.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, if I'm picking up what I think I'm picking up, Atticus, it should be somewhere in town.
Oh, okay. So that's in town. That's fucking great. Any idea where?
I'm not sure yet. It's a powerful magical signal, but it takes time to narrow it down.
No problem. Okay, that's good to know. Here's my other question. I know you didn't set that curse on the mayor. Do you remember anything about like the stipulations or who could have said it?
To be honest with you, it was really kind of like a whoop. It just sort of happened. I'm sorry, I don't remember the details, but at the time it just seemed like kind of a non-issue. It was this family that thought they should be mayor and then wished to always be mayor.
Okay. So, okay. Sorry, Stolas. I feel like there's so much going on, and it's really hard to keep track of it all.
One problem at a time, that's what I always say.
You're right. Okay. Well, I'll shelve this stuff. Right now, we're primarily focused on figuring out what that other cult is and the vampires, I guess.
Great. Well, I apologize for not being helpful, but I'm sure with a little bit of resourcefulness, someone on Earth would be able to help.
Okay. Listen, actually, I'll dig up stuff on my end. But I want to help you too. And I can tell that you're really concerned about this whole Danica thing. So you mentioned other people. Is there maybe a name that I could drop on Danica to see if it rings any bells or like attached?
If she brought back other hosts, there was Ishmael Rathington, there was Isaacs, Arthur, Sabrina Beauvoir, actually, if you've ever read any of her books.
Arthur, no. Sabrina Beauvoir. Okay. Ishmael W. Isaacs, Arthur. Anyone else? Any other names?
If you hear the names Jimmy James McGrath or Harvey Williams, that would be very bad.
Oh, okay. Harvey Williams. McGrath sounds really familiar. I believe there's a guy in town named like Archimedes McGrath.
Well,
he's my girlfriend's uncle.
They're an old family. I'm not surprised they're still around.
That's fair. Okay, well that's cool. I haven't heard any of those names, so I'll star them on my list though, and I'll probe Danica for information, see what I can get.
That sounds nice. Thank you, Atticus.
Of course, Stolas. Oh God, my wound. Okay. All right, I have other people to call. But you stay well, and then if you hear anything else in that book, let me know.
All right, toodles.
Bye. Hang up.
Okay. Are you getting some sleep?
Yeah, I pass out.
Great. It's the next morning. Let's cut over to the investigators who can actually walk for a little bit. Hey everyone, it's Max here for your regularly scheduled ad break. What is up? Thank you so much for listening to Cultspiracy 2 Part 5, the only adventure that only sort of revolves around a cult. I really hope you're enjoying it. I love Cultspiracy 2. I think that the next few episodes are just the icing on the cult cake, and we do still have a few more weeks of Cultspiracy 2. Part 6 is going to launch September 12th on Patreon and September 19th everywhere else, so you can look forward to it then. I guess there are just a few more weeks left, huh? It'll be done before we know it. Next episode's going to be a lot of fun. No spoilers, but oh boy. It's a good time. Hey, so my birthday was just a few days ago. And if you want to give me a birthday present, maybe you could tell a friend about This Isn't Normal, because it'd be a good birthday present for me. This Isn't Normal is like my child that I co-parent with Will, Beth, and Mark, and Brett is like the distant uncle or something. I don't know where I'm going with this analogy, but anyway, please tell a friend about This Isn't Normal. It helps us tremendously. I have graphs, I have physical evidence. I've posted it on Discord before. When you guys tell your friends about This Isn't Normal, it helps us out so much. If you enjoy it, your friends are going to enjoy it. I didn't get this. I didn't get this back in time. But one of our Discord members was literally just saying that they copied like word for word what I said in one of these ad breaks, and got someone on Discord named Gay Biden to listen. So that's pretty cool. Thank you for that. That's my shout out. If you want to follow us on social media, stay up to date with the latest episodes, there are so many great ways to do that. You can do that on Twitter at TIN_cast, on Tumblr at TIN-cast, and sometimes we even post on TikTok at Tincast Talk. So go give us a little scoobity bop, a little follow there, and maybe tweet at us with the hashtag Tincast. It's pretty late in the season, I'm not gonna lie, but you should still do it. There's so much cool art in the hashtag Tincast. You guys are so talented and so sweet. We love you all, so thank you if you do use the hashtag Tincast. And just so you know, there will be opportunities before all that long. I mean, it's still like a ways off, but they'll be here. Don't worry. If you would like to help the show out financially, directly financially, you can head over to patreon.com/tincast. That is our direct financial support. If you guys choose to, we have some incredible options for you. For $5 a month, you get every episode a week early, except for holiday specials. Will actually did such an incredible job with the last ad break, and that's exactly how I should be saying it. Every episode except holiday specials. And for $10 a month, you get that, and we thank you each and every week during this portion of the show. And that's why it's time to thank them. It is time to thank Mango, Amanda Krondar, Morgan Wolbrandt, Emmy Lynn Laderna, and Smarties for their continued support of the show. We love you guys. Thank you so much. I should have mentioned this with the other socials, but we do have a fan-run Discord. You can find the link. It's our pinned tweet on Twitter. Come join an incredible community of people, just the absolute nicest, kindest community I've ever been a part of. And I'm grateful that the show, it made the Discord. That was awful. I'm probably going to keep that in, but that was awful. Finally, maybe consider leaving a rating or a review for the show, depending on what service you're listening to. We just got an official rating from Spotify. I believe it is a perfect 5 stars. That is so sweet. Thank you guys so much for that. You can rate us on Spotify, by the way. Anyway, let's get back into the madness. Cultspiracy 2 Part 6 launches next week. Stay tuned, stay wonderful, drink water. Bye-bye.
Mark is back. Oh, Mark is back. Yay.
Yeah, sorry. Just had to step away for a second.
No worries. What's on all your agendas?
Library?
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 The library?
Right? We're taking a nice stroll over to the library.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sick.
You guys head over to Sensible Library.
They just fucking forgot to put the R in there.
The R is like fallen on the ground. Nearly crushes Phoebe on the way in.
Oh my gosh.
I'm too rich to file a lawsuit. I can't do this.
It's true.
She leaves.
Oh my god. So you guys go in. What's your game plan?
I am on the hunt for anything at all about vampires.
Okay, great. Can you roll library use?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, that's a real skill, isn't it?
It sure is. It's an important part of Call of Cthulhu, doing research.
That we've literally never used.
You guys use it here and there.
Cool fact, I have put no points into library use. However,
Same.
I did just get an extreme success.
Oh, fuck yeah. Great.
So,
all right. So while you and Phoebe look for books on vampirism.
Yeah.
All right. So you find several what look like kind of fiction-y or like sci-fi accounts and tellings of vampires. As you go deeper and deeper into the library, you start to find some older records and references to vampirism and a what was described as a vampirism outbreak in the mid to late 60s. And specifically, it mentions a doctor. A doctor name, please.
Oh, doctor name, please.
Doctor name, please, is a family name, who did most of the work with these guys.
Okay. Are there any other names that I can pick out of this?
Other names, like in terms of who was infected or anything?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, there was a Georgie Porgy. There was a Bob from accounting, and a Mr. Wiggly, who were all infected.
Those are some really good names.
Thank you.
I think my dad knew Georgie Porgy.
What was that last name again?
Mr. Wiggly.
Mr. Wiggly?
Right. I'm taking notes on my phone, and I would like everyone to know that autocorrect changed Mr. Wiggly to Me Wiggly.
Me Wiggly. Well, that was his first name, Me.
Mr. Me Wiggly.
Yeah. Again, another family name.
What a name. Wasn't can I use my superior think skills to remember if Bob was one of the names on the licenses that we found?
Oh man, to be honest with you, I don't even remember if it was.
God damn, Max. Quick, go edit the whole episode right now and find out.
But yeah, how did you know? It was one of the names you found. And if it wasn't, whatever name was on that license is what you guys see here.
Okay. Interesting. That's it. That's interesting, is what I'll say aloud to myself quietly in this library.
Phoebe repeats. She's like, that's interesting.
Is Phoebe like reading a magazine or something?
She's just like looking at the ceiling. That's interesting. Library.
Library.
All the R's have fallen down in this library.
There's not even like a book with an R in it. Like,
no, there's just R's littering the ground.
That kind of sucks. You
That's
could say
really
that's irritating.
You could say that's
Anyway.
gay, like scary without the R. Sorry, that's
scary.
I thought you said you could say that's gay, and I was like, Max.
Max, we can't do that. We can't say that.
No, we're gay enough.
It's true.
But yeah, so you have some leads there. There's some information if you want to follow it.
Yeah, I'll fall down that vampirism rabbit hole for lore.
Fuck yeah, the lore rabbit hole. Anything else the walkers want to do?
She goes over to Cornelius after staring at the fucking ceiling for 20 minutes while he's actually doing things. And she just stares at him blankly, and she's like, should we text Atticus and see if she wants, like, if we should look at anything?
Yeah, sure. Shoot her a message. Or call her or something. I don't know.
I call the hospital. Not even Atticus, just the hospital.
You hear, Sensible General.
Hi, I need to speak to a Bladicus Bivers. Bladicus Rivers?
Yes, let me get Bladicus on the line. I'll see if she's up.
Thank you.
And the hospital calls you, Atticus.
I look at the phone and go, pick it up. Hello?
You have a call from, actually, I don't even know who. Can I patch it through?
No, is it a man's voice or a woman's voice?
I believe it's a woman's voice.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, I guess.
All right, you patch Phoebe through.
Hey, Bladicus.
Oh my god! Phoebe!
Hi.
Why the fuck did you call me through the hospital, dude? That's so fucking scary, man.
Listen, I know. Listen, we're at the library right now. We researched vampires, but like I wasn't listening this morning. Is there anything else that we should research?
You should look into the other cult that we are trying to stop, the Doomsday cult from the 50s or 60s. And I talked to Stolas. So he doesn't have a lot of notes on vampires, but he said that the first one that he was aware of showed up on a ship in New York in the 1920s.
1920s?
Yeah, but I'm gonna dig around. I'm gonna hopefully get my job back at the mayor's office, and then if I can access those records, maybe I can find some stuff that we, can't find in the library.
Ah, of course.
But try
the old Go
the
ahead.
old library. Just gonna say, just, just look into that other old cult. But I don't think there's anything else that we need from the otherwise.
All right. Well,
Oh.
we'll look in what?
I was gonna say, if you do happen to see an ancient book about summoning demons, let me know.
Okay. It sounds like you're stretching. You feeling better?
No.
Okay. Sorry. She hangs up.
Oh, I also hang up.
And then okay, Phoebe, she just stands next to Cornelius the whole time, so I'm assuming Cornelius hears everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna research more, my friend.
All right. You wanna get on that?
Yeah. I've never used a library before. So you could say that my library skills aren't that good, but I'll try.
I mean, my library skills also aren't great, as someone who also doesn't really go to the library.
Yeah, of
Um,
course.
you could always ask the librarian.
Phoebe gets in like a heroic power stance, and she's like, "There's no need for that," and she, in her mind, rolls a 4. So that's she passed.
Okay, so what are you guys looking for now?
The other cult, the cult, and then the vampire that came to the country in the 1920s. Let's look into that too. See if we could find anything.
Okay. So, you guys do find an old newspaper clipping from the 20s that said that there was a mysterious incident at a ship in New York, and that a strange coffin-like box was found. And you also read more into the Doomsday Cult, because there are some interesting records of that from 68 and 69. And essentially it was this group that feared technology. They feared televisions, they feared all sorts of different technological advancements. It petrified them, it horrified them, and they preached day in and day out that technology was going to doom humanity. And this group, they were pretty well documented. There were some police records from arrests. And suddenly, around the start of November 1969, they just vanished without a trace.
They probably flew south for the winter, but then they forgot to come back.
Phoebe, you do recognize one of the names.
Oh, who is it?
Georgie Porgy.
That's my favorite. My dad knew them. All right. She looks around and she just rips the page out. Stealthily, though.
Cornelius
Stealthily.
leans in and says, you can borrow the books, right?
I'm not bringing this back.
You can borrow the books and then not bring them back, right?
Oh. She puts the page back in, and she's gonna check out the book.
Okay. You see, did you find everything you wanted today from the librarian?
Phoebe is sweating bricks. She's like, yeah, I found everything fine.
Oh, interested in some historical documents, eh?
No.
Do you have a library card with us?
What? No.
Would you like to sign up for one?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And she leads the sweating Phoebe over and like takes her picture and says, "Name, please."
Why my picture?
Huh? What?
Cornelius is still sitting at the table, and he's like trying so hard not to be loud, but he's about to start fucking crying.
Phoebe's hyperventilating. She's like, "Why did you take my picture?"
We put it on your library card.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's just a little. It's like a driver's license, you know. It's. Have you ever been to a library before?
Library?
Yeah. I just need a name here, and I can complete the application, and you can check out your historical document.
Atticus Rivers.
Is that with one
Excuse me?
T's or two T's?
3.
Oh wow. Blattty. I see. Is this correct?
Yeah.
Well, Miss Blatticus, enjoy your book. It's due
Thank
back in
you.
3 weeks.
Okay. Phoebe's never stolen anything in her life. She's so scared.
You're literally borrowing a book, and then you'll just.
But I'm not
forget to
bringing
bring
it back. I'm taking it with the intention of not bringing it back. She doesn't want to get arrested and then them find out everything that she's done.
Oh, fair?
Just bring the book back.
You do that? All
Have
right.
you been to a library?
Yeah, actually, I've been to a library and I had so many late fees. I just kept the movies that I checked out. It was I checked out Scott Pilgrim versus the World and then a scary movie, and I never brought them back.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Goodbye
Damn,
forever.
those fees be piling.
for real. I could never show my face at the library in town again.
I understand. All right, cool. So you guys have a little bit of information now about the vampires and the Doomsday Cult.
All right.
Sick.
I'm also going to check my books out, but I'm not going to have a mental health crisis about it.
Great. You do that, and you have a wonderful time checking out books from your local library.
Does Cornelius already have a library card?
He's definitely got at least one library card.
Phoebe's so angry because she could have gone through all of that and just told you to check the book out for her.
Cornelius knows this, but he didn't say anything because he thought it was funnier.
Phoebe is having a breakdown the whole way home.
Cornelius has been hanging out with Atticus too much.
Atticus would never do this to me.
She would.
She might.
Probably would.
Yeah, she would.
Great.
Why did she put it under her name?
Well, listen, she's done a lot, so she doesn't need anything tracing back to her. That's why she likes cold hard cash.
Great. Back at the hospital. Dooloo.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So I know you said there's one more thing you wanted to do. Do you want to, basically, I just want to call Anderson for like a real quick call, and then perhaps that scene after?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, cool. I call Anderson when I wake up and stop being confused.
Okay. And Anderson says, Hey, sis, how we doing?
Oh, better today, thankfully. I think maybe one of my holes is not a hole any longer, so that's cool.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Hey, listen, you know how you wanted to sue that cult?
Well, yeah, I'm preparing the documentation right now.
Can you do me a massive favor?
Yes?
Can you stop? And I'll tell you why. Because the cult leader broke into my hospital last night. No. Let me finish. And asked for my help. And that's because of what we do. You're aware. So I said, basically, what's in it for me? And she was like, oh, I don't know. I could probably get my cult to like endorse him or something. And I was like, that's not good enough. I'm going to need your personal endorsement and a very generous donation to my brother's campaign.
I'm pretty
And
sure it'd
she,
be more generous if we just sued them.
but this woman is someone I do not need as an enemy right now. There is something else going on that I don't really want to involve you in, and she seems like she's going to end up right at the heart of it. So
Like we could just take her off the playing field.
we could, but then that end up being really inconvenient for me in probably 3 months when it becomes relevant, which I'm expecting. But we're going to take out a different cult. There's a more evil cult in town that we're going to take out.
A more
So-
evil cult? Don't you think we would have heard if there was a more evil cult?
Hey, Anderson,
Yes.
when we were in the cult house the other day, you remember those people on the floor that were dead?
Yeah, I do.
They're not from that cult, man. They're from a different one. I think a doomsday cult from the 60s.
Fuck, some sort of underground.
I don't know.
Man.
It's confusing. But my point and my reason for this call is to please don't sue Danica. Sasha. Her name doesn't matter. I'm still gonna get everything that you wanted, plus endorsements. And then we can just keep her on our good side until, she's not necessary.
What did you say about Danica?
I've misspoke.
Can you roll fast talk?
Yeah. Okay. Where's my thing? Fast talk, fast talk. I failed.
Oh.
She says, Danica, I swear I've heard that name before.
Well, there are more than one person named Danica in this world.
Yes, sorry, it just sounds familiar. Anyway, okay, fine. But I swear if you're under some sort of curse or spell or whatever from this fucking cult, I'm throwing hands. I don't care. I will march on down there myself. I won't even sue them. They'll just be wiped off the fucking face of the earth.
I appreciate it. That's convenient you say that, though, because I did obviously want you involved in this process. So I told her that when I'm out of the hospital, I would set up a meeting between the three of us to discuss how her church will be working towards your campaign as well.
And will you be heading that discussion?
I suppose. It'll be you, me, and her, and I'm assuming her and I will probably do the bulk of the talking, but you will be there.
All right, fair enough. Will do.
Okay. Thank you, Anderson. Like, honestly, thank you.
Yeah, sure thing. Get better, please.
I will. All right. I love you, Anderson. I'll talk to you later.
Love you too. Oh, Tobert is on his way with some edible arrangements on my behalf.
Oh. Fruit. Thank you. Okay, coul. I'll consume that.
That's a weird way to put it. Okay. Bye.
She hangs up.
Yes, I'll consume that.
She's like,
Sustenance, yes.
No, that's not why she's.
Do you not trust your brother Anderson?
No, it's not that. It's the fact that I fucking dropped Danica's name like a hot potato.
Yeah.
And then failed a lie check.
Yeah.
Oopsie doopsie.
That's fine.
All right. So a few hours later, Tobert bursts into the hotel room or the hospital room. I don't know why I keep calling it a hotel. Fuck. The hospital room. And he says, "Oh my God, Addie, I thought you were gonna die. I thought I was never gonna see you again."
Oh, hi, Tobert. Yeah, I almost died.
Oh, fuck. Oh my God, you're not even in the fucking game anymore, and you fucking... Oh my God, Addie, this work you're involved in. Man, my God, you might as well just come back to the mob life. I mean, literally, I feel like it's safer.
You know, I at this point would probably stand to agree with you, but I don't think I could get out if I wanted to. It's like a set in stone kind of thing at this point.
He sets the edible arrangements down on a table and kind of like slumps into a chair and says, "If you told me 3 years ago that 1, magic was real, 2, there was a magic game, and 3, it was almost impossible to get out of the magic game, even harder than getting out of the mob, I would have said, go fuck yourself. I don't believe you. But now, man,
I would have said that too, and I did, because this whole fucking town and all the weird stuff in it and this stuff is specifically why we, you, me, and Anderson are in this position.
Man, it's like your tits deep, Anderson's balls deep. Sorry, I don't mean to. That
Oh
was
my God.
pretty vulgar. I'm sorry about that.
Are you all right?
No.
No. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Sorry. Sorry,
No.
I didn't...
Tobert, are you okay?
Yeah, what do you think about Rose?
Huh?
Rose Rivers.
Anderson's wife. I don't know her that well. I worked with her for a couple of months when I was in town, but she seems nice.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does.
What do you not like Rose?
No, she's a great woman. Great woman. Who's a good kid.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, sorry, it's stupid. Let me just get going.
No, Tobert, please. I love the friends I have here and the weird life I've built, but you and Anderson are honestly my family, and you've always been my family.
Yeah.
And I know so if you need to talk about something with me, you can.
No, it's, I don't know. I guess I always thought one day Anderson would come around and we'd him and I, we'd make it,
Oh, Tobert, I'm sorry. I didn't even know you. I didn't know you felt that way about him.
We did establish at some point that he has like an I Heart Anderson tattoo on.
Yeah, on his left butt. But I think Atticus was kind of too stupid to connect those dots. And she is like, "Can you like come over here so I can put my hand on your shoulder? Because I don't think I can walk over there."
Mark, it was established in All That Glitters when Tobert was first introduced.
Literally, like within the first 5 minutes, we were talking about his fucking butt.
Guys, I completely fucking missed that.
It was literally 3 years ago.
Tobert is in fact a gay icon, and I will say that because if you did not pick up on the I Heart Anderson tattoo, there was also the handsome hunk of corn line.
What?
From when we were taking down Sterling and Sons 16-mile wide ranch style building.
Yeah, that place is gigantic.
I forgot that Tobert was like into Anderson because I just kept trying to pair him up with Cornelius that whole time.
Immediately forgets my longest standing friend / family member's massive crush on his sibling, who is also his boss, in favor of setting him up with my new friend from this new town I moved to.
And Tobert's like, no.
Real quick, I need all of you, before we continue to open the Tincast fan group, to Spoiler Haven for a really fucking good meme that some nerd posted.
Oh, did this like just happen?
Yeah, like right now.
It's for real.
Fucking crying.
That's so fair.
That is amazing.
Anyway, we can go back to recording now.
All right. Anyway, back to Serioussville for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Tobert's like, sorry, he's your brother. I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything. I don't even know why I said that.
No, like I'm really stupid when it comes to like feelings and emotions, and I that makes so much sense. I don't know how I didn't see that before. I'm sorry. No. Listen, I don't care if it had gone that way. I would have been fine with that, but it didn't. And do you um I'm sorry. Do you need anything?
No, I don't need anything. It's uh I know you've been through fucking hell and back, Hattie, somewhat literally. Um I guess I don't know. My life also just kind of got turned upside down, and one day I'm running simple gigs, and the next my boss is trying to take over the world. And like I said, Rose is a great woman. Boo's a great kid, but I figured Anderson would probably try and do some world domination shit. I mean, fuck, he's not satisfied with anything less. But I guess part of me hoped I was gonna, I was gonna be the Rose. I was gonna be the one who was able to kind of help him see that and do that.
Yeah. I I don't know what's going on with Anderson right now. He's not been the same since the skyscraper thing. Neither of us have. But I like Rose, and I'm hopeful that they're happy, but I don't. Does Tobert, does something seem wrong to you? Like,
Some of my good friends were bit by a vampire. You almost died for trying to stab one in a cult after you disappeared for 3 years in some sort of magic hellscape. Yeah, I mean, nothing really seems right to me.
oh, you're right. Okay. That's super fair. Maybe I didn't specify that enough. Um, I meant specifically with Anderson.
Oh man, I don't know, Addie. He's definitely not the same guy I met. I can tell you that for sure.
No. But listen, maybe that is for the best, Tobert. And I don't mean that in a even like a sisterly to Anderson way. I mean like a sisterly to you, Tobert. You're such a wonderful guy. You're so sweet. You're so caring. You will honestly make the best of any situation. Any man would be lucky to have you. And I think that I love Anderson with all of my heart, but I think you deserve someone who would look at you and see a partner and not just in the nicest way possible, like an underling, I guess. Just through the nature of the mob.
Yeah, thank you, Addie. I don't know. I kind of think it's a little late for old Tolbert here. I've been
It's
in the game.
never what? Get the fuck out of here. It is not too late for you.
Listen, Eddie, I've been in the game so long, but I haven't been in that game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a whole
Well,
different game. In a lot of ways, that's scarier. I thought the mob was the scary game. Nah, there's the magic game, there's the dating game. Fuck, I don't even know. I literally put me up in a shootout. I'd rather take that over going on a first date.
well, what if you tried a more of a casual first date with like a friend or something? And then I don't know, is there anyone in your life right now that you're like maybe like tickled about? Like just a little bit. Like just like a little crush, not like a full on I'm in love with this guy kind of thing. Just like if you went on a date, you wouldn't be like upset about it.
Is Cornelius still seeing the sexy tall woman?
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
I know. I tried that. I tried to get that for you. I was like, this corn guy, he's perfect.
Damn,
But
yeah.
he's actually not. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Um, what about Cheese? Cheese, your roommate, right?
You think
Cheese is
Cheese is
cool.
you think Cheese is gay?
Oh fuck yeah.
Really?
Oh hell, dude. All right, I'm gay.
Yeah.
Cheese is definitely gay.
You think so?
Yeah. Have you? That man woke me up several times by busting out musical theater in the morning in the hall, like the public hallway, because the acoustics were better.
Is that like a gay thing? I'm so far out of the game, Addie. I literally I don't even know.
Listen, would you want to go on a date with Cheese?
I don't know. He's a great guy. He's really good. He's cool and he's smart and he's yeah, go on a date with Cheese, I guess.
Okay, listen. What if I could set you up on a blind date if you're too nervous to ask him.
A blind date with my own roommate? Addie, I don't know about that one.
How about a double date with Lily and I? And we don't have to super specify it's a double date out loud. And it could be like a practice first date, and then if you don't find any feelings for Cheese, you don't ask him. But if you're like, oh hey, this isn't so bad, then maybe you'll have some courage and some like ability to draw back on this date you just went on that wasn't officially a date, and then ask him on a real date, even if it's just practice.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do this.
We don't have to do it right now either, because I'm still stabbed, and there's some things that we're doing. But when everything's a little calmer, you, me, Cheese, and Lily, let's all go out and go mini golfing together. Go to an arcade, something chill and light and easy, but enough that we can split up, so you can have a moment alone with him. You know?
Okay. All right. Yeah. I can do that.
You got this, Tober.
I got
She
this.
looks like she's like ecstatic.
Yeah. And he rolls out the window.
I hate this fucking family.
Let's turn over to the chat real quick before we wrap up this session. We have Will, who at the start of the Tobert conversation, we got tits deep. Those are both all in caps. Then we got the LMAO emoji, followed almost immediately by the big cry emoji. Will, thank you for that.
You're welcome. The LMAO emoji was in reference to him saying you're in tits deep, because that was very
Since
funny.
balls deep.
That was it. Tits
Your
deep and
tits
balls
deep,
is
he's
good.
balls deep. Oh my god.
Yep.
I'm so sorry, says Tobert. And then Tobert was like, damn, the guy I was in love with got married to a woman and started a family with her in front of me. And that was the big cry emoji.
That's an epic rip moment.
I was just gonna say, Atticus is so fucking stupid.
We love her for it, though.
Atticus says, gay things? I am clueless. Relationship? I don't see it.
I think this is accurate, because I'm just drawing back to that time when we were in San Lin and Cornelius was showing Atticus his like various Nancy is clearly asking him out and saying like, I have feelings for you, let's talk about these kind of like actions, and she was like, yeah, that's a friend thing.
Yeah, those are love notes. Best friends do that.
After Big Cry, Mark said, when was that established? And to Bert, but to I believe in reference to the butt.
Yeah, to the butt tattoo.
Yeah. And then to close off, we have the very, very powerful from Will. New plan: destroy Anderson's life or set Tobert up with Cheese.
It's like a pick one, you know.
We've already set course for September with Cheese, so I think we should rename this arc.
Cheese, full steam ahead.
I'm dying.
Oh. Yeah.
It's fine. We can call him Cheesebert, because I know you guys won't let me stick with toe cheese.
Listen, it's nice and all, but no.
All right, fine. Ship Cheesebert all the way.
Toe cheese. Fungal cheese.
No.
Oh no, Matt.
His real name is Charlie. Is it Charlie Cheeserson, or did I make that up?
Charlebert.
That's it?
Charles Burt.
No, that's the ship name.
Charles.
Oh,
Burt
I see.
cheese.
Charbert.
Charbert. Definitely a big fan of fungal cheese. I think that's going to be That's gonna be the recommendation from me.
Of
I'm
course.
gonna
I'm
fist
sorry.
fight all of you.
Fungal cheese is a winner, but toe cheese, God, what the horrors have come out of your mouth?
Why can't it just be teas? Like, simple.
Teas?
Tease.
Oh,
Teas.
Tober cheese. Teas.
I mean, that makes more sense as a ship name, actually.
But, yeah, we just can't go with toe cheese.
Or fungal cheese.
I agree with that,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave that one up to the listeners, I think.
Listeners, I'm begging you.
Listeners,
I'm
please.
begging you.
Listeners, vote fungal cheese on your phone right now.
No! Please! Oh my god.
Guys, I want you to know I couldn't stop laughing, and I'm sorry.
No,
I
that was
couldn't. It was really funny.
fucking amazing.
Phoebe absolutely fucking sobbing, checking a book out of the library for the first time in her life.
Why do you
Phoebe-
need a picture?
Phoebe, who's killed multiple people, also Phoebe, can't check out a book.
Where's my hair?
Am I gonna go bald? And then I
Yes,